Good afternoon. How can I help you?
Hi, I'm Sophia Dunham. I have a 3 o'clock interview for the senior software developer position with Mr. Liam Thompson.
Of course. Let me check that for you.
So, you know what I told her, Brad?
What?
I told her that the server room isn't a place for manicures and high heels. I mean, seriously, can you believe that? Really?
No, I mean, women in tech, it's like watching a fish try to climb a tree. They just don't get it. It's crazy.
Hey now, ladies. Hey, where are those beautiful smiles? Come on, smile, brighten the place up a little bit. That's what I like to see in the workplace, a little positive energy. Here, hold that for me for a while. Be sure to put it somewhere safe, huh? Oh, and do it with a smile, please. Thank you.
Yeah, that's better. Women are so much prettier when they smile. It's like sunshine in the office.
Absolutely. You know, there's nothing worse than a woman with a sour face.
Yeah.
It's like, ugh. I mean, it brings the whole team morale down a little bit. Jenny, is this my 3 o'clock interview?
Yes. This is Sophia Dunham.
Well, well. Here's another one. Thinks she can hang with the big boys in tech. This should be interesting. Follow me and remember what I said about that smile. You're going to need it where we're going.
Good luck in there. You're gonna need it.
All right, first things first. You need to smile more. I can't have someone with a sour face representing our tech department. It affects the team dynamics.
I'm excited to discuss how my experience in full stack development can benefit your team. I've worked on some really, really innovative projects.
That's fine, great. Let me ask you something. Look, are you sure you wouldn't be more happier like in our marketing department? Those positions are a little more, suitable for someone like you.
I'm sorry, what do you mean by that?
Well, marketing, it's more about communication, creativity, people skills. Tech, it's a little bit different. It's hardcore problem solving.
Yeah, I have 5 years of experience in software development, including leading a team that increased application efficiency by 40%. I'm confident in my technical abilities.
Sorry, technical abilities? Sweetheart, do you even know what a server looks like? Have you ever been in a data center?
Yes, actually. I've designed and implemented server architectures for high traffic applications.
Look, I'm sure that you're very dedicated, but let's be realistic here. Tech is a man's world. It requires logical thinking, problem solving under pressure, and working long hours without getting emotional, okay?
I don't see how gender affects logical thinking or problem solving abilities.
Come on. We all know that women are emotional. Right, Brad? We all know this. And when the code breaks at 2 in the morning, the whole system's down, we need someone that can think clearly, not someone who's just going to start crying.
That's a completely unfounded stereotype. My previous employer can attest to my performance under pressure.
Previous employer? Let me guess. They were just being nice because they had to fill some diversity quota. Am I right?
Exactly. Companies have to hire women now. Even if they're not qualified, it's about appearances.
I earned my position through merit. I led a team that actually...
A team leader? That's cute. Let me ask you something. What happens when you decide that being a mommy is more important than meeting deadlines, huh?
My personal life has no bearing on my professional capabilities.
See, look. You should get a mirror. Look at yourself. You're getting emotional already. This is exactly what I was talking about.
Okay, I'd like to discuss the technical requirements for this position. I've reviewed your current stack and I have some ideas for optimization.
Technical requirements. Sweetheart, this job requires someone who can handle real enterprise-level development. We're talking about systems that are handling millions of transactions.
I understand. I've architected systems that handle similar loads. At my last company, I designed...
Designed, or did you just document what the men on your team actually built?
I personally wrote the core algorithms and supervised the implementation.
Algorithms. Now, what you're doing now, you're just throwing around buzzwords. Do you even understand what enterprise architecture means?
I have a master's degree in computer science from Stanford. I've published papers on distributed system architecture.
Papers. Okay. Academic theory is different from real-world application. Can you actually code, or do you just kind of talk about it?
Of course I can code. I've been programming for over a decade.
What languages? And please, please God, don't say HTML. That's not a programming language.
Java, Python, C++, JavaScript, Go. I'm also proficient in multiple frameworks and databases.
Anyone can memorize a list of programming languages. The question is, can you actually solve problems when the pressure's on? See, there you go, there you go. There's that frown again. I told you. What did I tell you when you first walked in here, huh? I told you, you need to smile more. No one wants to work with someone who looks angry all the time.
I am passionate about my work, and I believe my results speak for themselves. I've consistently delivered projects on time and under budget.
Okay, here's the thing, baby cakes. Look, even if you could do the job, and I'm not saying that you can, you'd be working with guys who don't have time to be holding your hand and explain things slowly.
I don't need my hand held. I need challenging work and the opportunity to contribute to innovative projects.
Okay, but what happens when you start crying because someone criticizes your code? We can't have that kind of drama in the workplace.
I've never cried over code criticism. I welcome constructive feedback because it makes me a better developer.
Right. Okay, look, we both know that women take everything personally. And when we tell you that your solution isn't optimal, what are you going to do? You're going to think that we are attacking you personally.
That's not true. I'm able to separate personal feelings from professional feedback.
Plus, what happens when you decide being a mommy is more important than meeting deadlines? We cannot afford to have someone disappear for months at a time.
Many successful professionals balance parenthood with their careers. My commitment to my work isn't dependent on my personal choices.
Look, I've been in this business for 20 years, okay? I've seen women come and go. They start with good intentions, but when push comes to shove, what do they do every time? They prioritize family over work, every time.
That's an illegal basis for hiring decisions, and it's not an accurate assessment of my professional capability.
There you go again. You're getting all legal and defensive. You should see yourself right now. This is exactly what I've been talking about. You can't just focus on the technical aspects.
Look, I came here to discuss my qualifications for a software development position. Instead, I'm being subjected to gender-based assumptions and stereotypes.
Okay, see, you're emotional already, and this is just the interview. This is exactly what I've been talking about. The moment that things get challenging, you start throwing around accusations. So let me save us both some time, okay? Look, you seem like a really nice girl, but this job requires someone that can handle real enterprise-level development. You know what you should do? You should maybe look into an entry-level position where you can kind of, learn the basics first.
I don't need to learn the basics. I need a position that challenges my existing expertise.
Your existing expertise. Sweetheart, I've been doing this since before you were even in college. Trust me, you are not ready for this level of responsibility.
Your assumptions are based on nothing but gender bias.
There's that attitude again. And you are definitely not smiling now. This is exactly why women don't succeed in tech.
Women don't succeed in tech because of attitudes like yours, not because of any lack of capability.
Okay, well, you know what? Good luck with your job search. Oh, and here's a little tip. Remember, next time, try to be more positive. Employers, they don't like negativity.
Yeah, and don't forget to smile on your way out. First impressions, they matter.
Sophia, are you okay? What happened in there?
I can't work here. I can't work with those awful, sexist men. That wasn't an interview, it was a humiliation session.
I'm so sorry. I wish I could have warned you, but I wasn't sure how to.
Has this happened before? To other women?
More times than I can count. I've watched qualified women walk out of here defeated, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Why are you still here? I thought we were done. The interview, by the way, it ended when you stormed out. Some people can't handle constructive feedback.
No.
We're just trying to help her understand the reality of this industry.
You know, maybe she's asking Jenny for tissues. You know how emotional they get when things don't go their way.
And you know something too, it's probably for the best, because she would have quit within a month anyway. They always quit, they always do.
You know what? Thank you. This interview just gave me the motivation I needed to pursue something I've been thinking about for months.
Ooh, oh yeah? What's that? Gonna try a different career path, maybe something a little more suited to your skill set?
Starting my own tech company. I'm tired of dealing with dinosaurs who think women can't code. I'm going to build something better than anything you've ever imagined.
That sounds amazing, Sophia. With your qualifications and drive, you'll be incredibly successful.
Thank you, Jenny. I appreciate you being so supportive.
Your own company. That's rich. You couldn't even handle a simple interview without getting emotional.
Yeah, and good luck getting investors to take you seriously. They will probably ask you to smile too, actually.
Yeah, and also finding employees. Who is actually going to work for someone who can't even answer basic technical questions?
I answered every technical question you asked. You just didn't want to hear the answers.
Right, no, right. Keep telling yourself that. Starting a company, it requires real business sense, not just wishful thinking.
We'll see who's laughing in a year. I'm going to build something that makes your little operation look like amateur hour. Thank you for being the only professional person in the building. You deserve so much better than this.
I believe in you, and I hope you prove them wrong in the most spectacular way possible.
I intend to. And when I do, I'll make sure the entire industry knows exactly what kind of workplace this is.
Okay, here's a little tip. Don't forget to smile when asking for business loans. Banks love confidence, not a little attitude.
Yeah, and maybe wear something a little more professional next time. You know, first impressions, they do matter a little bit in the workplace.
Gentlemen, I'll remember this conversation. Every word of it.
So check this out, Brad. I told the new intern that if she wanted to succeed in tech, she needs to be more like a man. Less chatty, more focused on the results.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. Women always want to talk about their feelings instead of getting work done.
Right?
It's basic biology.
They get distracted by all the office drama, personal relationships. What do? Men, we focus on the job.
Yeah, they're always asking for help instead of finding things out themselves. I mean, it's like they expect to be babied.
Here we go again. Oh my God.
You know, the problem with hiring women is they're always worried about like a work-life balance.
Yep.
Men, we understand that success requires sacrifice.
Right. No, you can't build a successful company by leaving at 5 o'clock every day to pick up kids.
Ooh. Well, hello there. Hi, I don't believe we met. I'm Liam Thompson, senior manager here.
Yeah, and I'm Brad Wilson, also senior management. Are you here for a meeting? I'd love to discuss whatever you need.
Interesting. You really don't remember me, do you?
Trust me, I'd remember meeting someone as striking as you. Are you sure we haven't met before?
I mean, a beautiful woman like you, I definitely would have remembered. Maybe we met at a conference.
No, not a conference. Right here, actually, in this office.
Here? I don't think so. I have an excellent memory for faces, especially one as...
Especially what?
Well, especially for successful business professionals, which you clearly are.
Okay. 1 year ago, I sat in your office for what you called an interview. You spent the entire time telling me to smile more and explaining why women don't succeed in tech.
Wait. No. You...
The woman who couldn't handle constructive feedback, the one who needed to learn the basics, the one who would probably turn out to become a mommy.
No. That wasn't. No. I mean, look, we interview a lot of people, and sometimes the conversations.
Misunderstood? No, I understood perfectly. You told me I should look for more entry-level positions where I could learn the basics. You said I would probably have to leave and start a family. You laughed when I said I wanted to start my own company.
Look, if there was some miscommunication during the interview process.
No, There was no communication. You were very clear about your opinion on women in tech. Well, I did start that company, and we've been incredibly successful. In fact, we've been so successful that we've been acquiring smaller companies to expand our operations.
That's great. Congratulations. But what does that have to do with?
We bought your company. As of this morning, I'm your new CEO.
Yes!
Now, gentlemen, let me give you some advice. You should smile more. You look so serious and angry. Employers don't like that in their employees.
Look here. I think that there must be some kind of misunderstanding. We should just sit down. We'll talk about this professionally.
Oh, there is no misunderstanding. I've had a year to think about our last conversation. I've also reviewed your employment records, and your behavior toward women employees has been consistently problematic.
Oh, wait, but that's not fair. We treat everyone equally here.
Really? Because I have documentation of multiple complaints from female employees about hostile work environment issues. Jenny, I remember you being the only professional person in this building. I'd like to offer you a promotion to office manager with significant pay increase and full authority over staffing decisions.
Oh, Sophia, I can't believe this is happening. Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much.
You deserve it. You've shown more professionalism and integrity than anyone else in this company. As for you two, your employment is terminated immediately.
No. You can't do this, okay? That's discrimination. I'm going to sue you for wrongful termination.
Yeah.
Feel free to try. I have documentation of your harassment of female employees, discriminatory hiring processes, and several witnesses to your unprofessional behavior. My legal team would enjoy that conversation.
But we were just doing our jobs. We were trying to find qualified candidates.
By asking illegal questions about family planning and making assumptions based on gender, that's not interviewing. That's discrimination.
Okay, now this is ridiculous. You can't run a tech company. You're just a...
I'm just a woman who built a multi-million company in 1 year. But please, continue to tell me what I can't do.
This is reverse discrimination. Women are taking over everything, and qualified men are just being pushed out.
Qualified men have nothing to worry about. The problem is men who think their gender makes them qualified.
Even now, you still don't get it.
Okay, Jenny, you need to stay out of this, okay? This is between just us, okay?
Between you and my new boss, the women that you told that couldn't succeed in tech.
I meant what I said about the promotion. I could use someone with your professionalism and integrity on my team.
Thank you, Sophia. I can't believe this is happening. It feels like justice.
It is justice. And it's just the beginning. We're going to transform this company culture completely.
You think that you can just waltz in here and change everything. This company has been successful for years.
Your turnover rate for female employees is 80%. You've lost 3 major clients in the past year due to missed deadlines. Your code quality metrics are below industry standards.
How do you know all that?
Because I did my homework before making the acquisition, something you should have done before underestimating me.
Fine. You know what? We'll pack our things and go. But don't expect this company to survive without experienced leadership.
I'm not worried. I've already identified several talented developers who left this company because of the hostile work environment, and they'll be rejoining us next week.
This isn't over. Okay, we'll find new positions, and we'll make sure everybody in the industry knows what kind of person that you really are.
Please do. Tell everyone how a woman you dismissed as unqualified bought your company and fired you for discriminatory behavior. I'm sure that will reflect well for you. Anyways, welcome to the team, Jenny. Let's build something amazing together.
This is unbelievable. A year ago, she was begging us for a job.
No, women get lucky sometimes. It won't last.
Oh, don't forget to smile on your way out. Employers don't like negativity.
Jenny, one more thing.
Yes.
You can smile as much or as little as you want. It's your choice.
This building has some weird design choices. All these wide hallways and ramps make it look like a hospital instead of a business, don't you think? I mean, when clients come here, what do they think?
Good morning. You must be Madison Phillips here for the marketing job interview. I'm Kyle Martinez from HR.
Yeah, that's me. I have to ask, do all these weird wheelchair ramps and stuff hurt the company's image with clients? It seems like you're wasting a lot of space. Have you thought about how much money you're losing with all this extra room?
Our building works well for all of our employees. Let me tell you about the interview process. So Derek Williams will be your first interview. He's our HR manager, and he's really good at finding the right people for the job.
Derek Williams. Is Derek really qualified to interview people for important jobs? Does he know enough about high-level positions? I'm applying for a really demanding job here.
Well, Derek has worked in hiring for 8 years, and he has found some great people for tons of exclusive jobs. He's one of the best at what he does.
But does he really understand jobs where you have to deal with clients all the time? Can he relate to executive jobs that need you to be presenting and interacting constantly? I need someone who gets what it means to be a leader.
Derek has experience with all kinds of jobs, from entry level to CEOs.
CEOs, really? Has he actually hired CEOs and VPs? Because those jobs need a very specific type of person. Someone who takes charge of a room, you know? Someone who shows strength and ability all the time. These wheelchair ramps and stuff seem like too much. All this extra space and special equipment must waste valuable office space.
Our offices work for all of our team members. Can I get you a coffee or a water before we start?
I'll take a latte, but not from some break room that's been messed up by all these accommodations. Are your offices designed for normal business, or do these changes mess with efficiency? I've seen companies lose their edge because they focus too much on accommodations instead of getting results. Does the company have a quota for hiring disabled people? I think merit should be the only thing that matters. I'm worried about working somewhere where the standards might be different. In my experience, the most successful companies care about results, not political correctness.
We hire the most qualified people for every job. Merit is always what matters most.
Good, because I've seen too many companies lower their standards for diversity. I hope that's not happening here. When I'm managing a team, I need to know that everyone can do their job to the highest level without needing a special treatment or changes to their work.
We hire based on qualifications and merit. Oh, the conference room is ready for your interview.
I just want to make sure I'm being evaluated fairly by someone who understands what executive jobs really involve.
Are you ready? Let's go.
Good morning, Madison. I'm Derek William, HR Manager. Thank you for coming in today.
Oh, hello there. Can you hear me okay? Do you need help reaching anything, or should I move closer so you can hear me better?
I can hear you perfectly fine. Thanks. Let's just get started. I have your resume here, and I'm excited to learn more about your background.
Will someone else be helping you during this interview? Will my answers be checked by another manager to make sure they're accurate? I just want to make sure nothing gets lost, if you know what I mean.
I'll be doing the entire interview myself. I've been doing this for 8 years, and I'm totally qualified to evaluate candidates. Let's start by you telling me more about your work background.
Before we start, I need to ask about the interview process. Can you take good notes? Can you reach all your stuff, and are you able to properly evaluate qualifications for a job that requires full mobility? These are important things for executive jobs.
I'm completely capable of doing a thorough interview and evaluation. I've interviewed hundreds of candidates for all kinds of jobs. Now, can you tell me more about your marketing experience?
I just think someone with your limitations might not understand what executive jobs demand. So these jobs need people who can handle every part of the job. There's a lot of physical demands, client meetings, travel, presentations to big groups.
I understand executive jobs very well. I actually found great people for lots of senior marketing positions. Let's focus on your qualifications. Tell me about a successful marketing campaign you managed.
Well, I've managed lots of successful campaigns, but marketing needs working with people who can pull their weight and contribute equally to team efforts. Everyone needs to handle their full responsibilities without creating extra work for others.
Can you give me a specific example of a campaign you led and what happened?
I led a campaign that increased brand awareness a lot, but the key to my success has always been working with fully capable team members. I believe in level playing fields where everyone contributes at the same level.
Tell me about a time you worked on a diverse team with different skills and how you handled that.
Different skills are fine, but I believe in equal contribution. Special accommodations can hurt workplace efficiency and create unfair burdens on other employees. When team members need special treatment, it affects everybody's ability to do their best work. I'm curious about your job here. How do you handle tasks that need mobility? Do you go to all company meetings? Can you travel for business or do team building activities that might be challenging for you? I'm just trying to understand what you really evaluate.
I participate fully in all parts of my job, including travel and meetings. My job involves evaluating candidates based on their qualifications and fit for the position.
But surely there are things you can't assess? I mean, for jobs that need a lot of client interaction and physical presence, wouldn't it be better to have someone who understands those demands evaluate candidates? Kyle, thank goodness you're here. Could you clarify his questions for me? Maybe you should take the main notes and to make sure everything is written down properly. I want to make sure my qualifications are captured accurately.
Derek is completely capable of handling the interview process. He's our most experienced interviewer.
I'm not questioning your experience. It's just that executive positions need a certain type of evaluation. Someone who can assess leadership presence, command of a room, the ability to show strength in challenging situations.
Madison, I'd like to understand your approach to the workplace diversity and inclusion. How would you handle working with a team member who has different backgrounds and different needs?
I think accommodations should not slow down operations. People need to handle all parts of their job without special arrangements. Does that make sense to you? Do you need me to help you with those documents? Do you need me to adjust your position at all? I don't mind helping if you're having trouble reaching anything.
I'm fine, thank you. Let's talk about your technical marketing knowledge. How would you approach a digital campaign optimization for a business client?
But do you have enough industry experience to evaluate my answers, given your situation? Have you actually worked in client-facing marketing jobs?
Work with marketing professionals at all levels. I know current industry practices.
But how would you evaluate my ability to represent the company professionally when you might not understand what clients really expect?
Good afternoon, Madison. I'm Sarah Paul, the department head. I'll be your direct supervisor if you join our team.
Thank you. I'm so relieved to finally talk with the actual decision maker. The initial screening was quite unusual, and I'm not sure Derek properly explained my qualifications because of his limitations. I have lots of executive experience that might not have been fully appreciated.
Derek is one of our most thorough and respected interviewers. He's never missed an important qualifications in any candidate assessment. Tell me about your marketing strategy experience.
But do any current team members have disabilities that might affect team dynamics? I need to understand what I'm working with. I need to be clear that I won't participate in activities related to disability accommodations or inclusion initiatives. Those policies create extra work for managers and take away from core business goals.
Derek, I'll take it from here.
Good luck.
So, how'd I do? Did I get the job? I think I made it clear that I'm the right person for this position.
Madison, your attitudes toward people who use wheelchairs make you completely unsuitable for any position at our company. Such discrimination has no place in our workplace.
What? I demand specific reasons for this rejection. You're discriminating against me because I question an unqualified interviewer. This is completely unfair and probably illegal. I'll contact disability rights organizations to report that accommodations are creating unfair hiring advantages. This is reverse discrimination. You're rejecting qualified candidates to protect someone who shouldn't be evaluating normal applicants.
The decision is based entirely upon your demonstrated prejudice against people with disabilities. Your inappropriate comments about Derek's competence and your assumption that wheelchair use disqualifies him from professional roles constitutes harassment based on disability status.
My concerns about him were completely legitimate. You're putting political correctness over hiring qualified candidates. People with disabilities shouldn't evaluate normal job applicants because they can't understand what professional jobs really demand.
Madison, your behavior today is deeply inappropriate and discriminatory. You've made assumptions about my ability based on my wheelchair use, despite clear evidence of my qualifications and experience.
I was just being practical. Executive positions need people who can handle every part of the job. How can someone evaluate leadership abilities when they have obvious limitations themselves?
Madison, I need to tell you that I contacted your current employer to verify your employment information. You're currently under investigation for creating a hostile work environment for employees with disabilities, especially targeting colleagues who use wheelchairs.
You had no right to contact my employer. That's confidential information.
Your professional reputation regarding disability discrimination is already known throughout the industry networks. Several companies have quietly shared information about your problematic attitude, and you've been on multiple positions with your behavior being reported likewise.
That's impossible. I'm one of the most qualified marketing executives in this city.
Your qualifications don't matter when your behavior violates employment laws and creates hostile work environments. Your discriminatory comments during today's interview process constitute interview harassment based on disability status.
This is ridiculous. I'm the most qualified candidate you'll interview for this position. You're making a huge mistake that will cost this company big time.
Madison, your behavior today showed exactly why you're not suitable for any position here. You've shown prejudice, discrimination, and a complete lack of professional judgment.
Professional judgment. I was using professional judgment by questioning whether someone with obvious limitations could properly evaluate executive candidates.
Your assumption that wheelchair use equals professional incompetence led to your downfall. Your inability to recognize Derek's obvious qualifications and treat him with basic respect makes you unemployable.
You'll regret this.
It's crucial that we document everything to protect our employees from discriminatory treatment.
Yeah, her behavior was textbook harassment based on disability status.
I'm glad that's over. It's unfortunate when prejudice blinds people, obvious qualifications, and basic human decency.
Madison's career is effectively finished. Word travels fast in our industry, especially about behavior like that.
Her discrimination against wheelchair users became the very thing that destroyed her professional prospects.
We'll continue maintaining an inclusive workplace where everyone can contribute regardless of mobility differences. That's what makes us stronger as a team.
I mean, look at this line from last year. It's garbage.
It's total garbage.
She looks like trash.
She really does. I don't really think that... Oh my God. Is that this candidate for senior designer? Doesn't exactly scream size 0, does she?
More like comfort wear than runway chic.
Here, let me get a better look at what we're working with here. Hello.
Oh, let's keep this professional.
Okay, sorry, just assessing the merchandise.
Good morning. Can I help you?
Good morning. I'm Emma Hayes. I have a 10 a.m. interview with the senior designer position with Mr. Bob Thorne.
Yes, Miss Hayes. This is actually Mr. Thorne here. Let me just make sure the conference room is empty.
Honestly, our brand is about aspiration, and how can someone design aspirational fashion
if they don't look aspirational themselves.
It's about perception, right? I mean, clients, they need to see the ideal.
Exactly. They want to see discipline, control, and perfection, not someone who clearly doesn't understand the concept of force and control.
Okay, the conference room is available.
All right, follow me. Miss Hayes, please, let's make this quick. My time is valuable, and your portfolio, if I'm being frank, shows some creativity, but let me be blunt about something. Vogue Line Fashions is a brand built on a very specific image, an image of elegance, exclusivity, and a certain kind of physical perfection.
I understand brand identity is important, but I believe my work speaks for itself. My designs have consistently driven sales and garnered critical acclaim.
Our designers, especially our senior ones, are expected to embody that image. And frankly, your build doesn't quite align with the aesthetic that we project.
Mr. Thorne, my focus is on creating fashion that empowers and that includes designs for diverse body types. This is a rapidly growing market segment that many brands are successfully tapping into. If I could just show you some examples of my work that demonstrate innovative and commercial success.
The clients expect our designers to be the brand, Miss Hayes. They want to see the ideal, not practicality. It's about aspiration.
Yeah, Emma, our runway models are size 2 for a reason. How can you design for them if you don't understand that level of discipline?
My ability to design is based on skill, vision, and marketing understanding, not my dress size. In fact, my understanding of diverse body types allows me to create more universally flattering and commercially successful garments.
Sorry to bother you, Bob. I just need your signature on these forms for a moment. Also, Emma, I just really wanted to say that you have excellent references, like really, really outstanding recommendations.
Okay, Nina, we're discussing brand fit here, okay? Now, it's crucial to our company's success. Look, we're a luxury brand. We sell dreams. And dreams don't come in every shape and size. We need someone who lives and breathes that slim, sophisticated ideal.
It's a tough industry, Emma. You have to be able to keep up physically. Long hours, fitting models, running shows. It's very demanding work.
With all due respect, Mr. Thorne, my extensive experience in design, pattern making, and production management speaks for itself. My previous role involved leading a team that successfully launched multiple collections, significantly increasing revenue for a company that embraced body diversity. Are you truly suggesting my physical appearance is more relevant to my design capabilities than my 5 years of proven professional success?
In this industry, Miss Hayes, perception is everything. You need to present that image. It's a fundamental part of your job.
Maybe you should consider a different career path, something less visible.
Perhaps a less physically demanding role, or a company with a different ethos might be a better fit for someone with your particular challenges. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for this enlightening experience.
Well, that was easy enough.
Sometimes you have to be cruel to be kind. Better she learns now than waste more time in the industry that she is clearly not built for.
And that was business, pure and simple.
Miss Hayes, Emma, are you all right?
All right. I was just body shamed and dismissed because I don't fit some inadequate, unattainable beauty standard they think defines fashion. This wasn't an interview, it was an insult.
I'm so sorry. What they said in there was completely unprofessional and discriminatory.
Still here, Miss Hayes? I thought we were done. Some people just can't handle honest feedback about their personal branding.
Maybe she needs a consolation prize or a voucher for a gym or something.
You know what? Thank you. This interview has just solidified my resolve to do something I've been contemplating for a while now.
Oh, really? And what's that? A new diet plan?
No, Mr. Thorne. It's about building a brand that champions true beauty, one that celebrates individuality and talent. No archaic, narrow-minded ideals, a brand that will show this industry just how much money it's leaving on the table by clinging to outdated notions of what fashion should be.
That's an incredible idea, Emma. With your vision and designs, you could revolutionize this industry.
Your own brand? That's rich. You think you can compete with Vogue line? You couldn't even get hired here.
Yeah, good luck getting investors to fund that. They'll probably ask you to slim down for the pitch meeting.
We'll see who's laughing in a year. Thank you, Nina, for being the only professional and decent person in this entire building.
I believe in you, Emma. Go show them what your talent really looks like.
Oh, and don't forget to send us your lookbook after you found a new tailor. Jack, this new inclusive direction is bleeding us dry. Our core clientele wants aspiration, not accessibility.
The numbers don't lie. We're losing our high-end customers to competitors who understand true luxury.
This whole body positive movement, it's just a fad. It'll pass and we'll be left with what? A damaged brand. Nina, what are you doing here? We're waiting for the new CEO.
Just a moment, gentlemen. Our new CEO is about to join us.
New CEO? What happened to Morrison?
Mr. Morrison was let go by the board last month. Didn't you get the memo?
Emma, what are you doing here?
Good morning, gentlemen. Or should I say, former gentlemen of Vogue line.
Emma, what is this? Wait a minute, you're the CEO? But how is that possible?
After your incredibly helpful feedback last year, I channeled my anger into something productive. My brand Authenticurve launched 6 months ago, and it quickly exploded into the market, capturing a massive underserved demographic. Investors flocked to us because they recognized what you couldn't. That real women who have real money and they are ready to spend it on fashion.
But Vogue line is an established brand. We've been here for decades.
And as it turns out, Vogue line fashions under your aspirational but completely stagnant leadership was circling the drain. Nina here was instrumental. She kept me informed of Vogue line's declining sales and initial issues, especially the persuasive culture of discrimination that you two have fostered.
Her detailed documentation provided crucial leverage when the board was looking for new leadership.
This is impossible. You can't just take over a company because you're upset about an interview.
The board was looking for a radical change, someone with a fresh vision and proven results. My success with Authenticurve combined with my dedication to true inclusivity made me the obvious choice. So yes, Bob, Jack, I am the new CEO. My company, Authenticurve, acquired Vogue line fashions this morning. And as your new leader, I'm cleaning out the house, starting with the very top.
You can't fire us. We have contacts. We have rights.
Now let me give you some fashion advice. You both look quite stressed, and frankly, Bob, you really don't project the aspirational image anymore. You look rather defeated. You look so serious and angry. Employers don't like that in their employees.
This is preposterous. You can't just waltz in here and destroy everything that we have built. You know, this is discrimination. We're going to sue you for wrongful termination. How about that?
Feel free to try. Nina has meticulously documented your consistent patterns of body shaming, gender-based discrimination, and hostile work environments. Your personal branding has already been thoroughly reviewed by my legal team. They'd welcome the opportunity to expose your practices in open court.
But we were just doing our jobs. It was business. We didn't mean anything personal.
You meant every single word. Your words and actions created a toxic environment that stifled talent and alienated a huge customer base. And now you get to live with the consequences. Security will escort you out. Your final paycheck will also be mailed to you.
You can't run a fashion company. You're just a fat, bitter woman who can't handle rejection.
I'm a woman who built a multi-million-dollar fashion empire in 1 year, and then acquired the very company that tried to dismiss her. But please, continue to tell me what I can't do.
This is reverse discrimination. It's not fair. We were just following industry standards.
Even now, you still don't understand how wrong you were.
Nina, thank you for your courage and your integrity. I'm promoting you to Chief Officer of Operating Office. We're going to reshape this company and make you a true leader.
Emma, I can't believe this is happening. This feels like justice.
It is justice. And it's just the beginning. We are going to build something that is truly exquisite.
This isn't over. You'll destroy this company with your ridiculous ideas.
The industry will never accept this. You're making a huge mistake.
Huge! Huge!
I can't believe we actually did it.
Welcome to the new era of Vogue line, Nina. Let's create beautiful, empowering fashion for everyone.
So what's our first move?
Well, we're going to launch a campaign celebrating real women with real stories. And we're going to make sure everyone in this industry knows that talent and vision matter more than, dress size.
I love it. Those two have no idea what's about to hit them.
The fashion industry is about to change forever. And we're going to be the ones leading that change.